American kids are not all right. From COVID lockdowns and infections to the ubiquity of the internet and social media having an alarmingly negative influence on the mental health of our students, it's safe to say that we are at a tipping point regarding the health of our nation's youth. And of course, this diagnosis comes with some really serious and appalling consequences, one of which occurred last week, when it was reported that a Miami-Dade student had been arrested after videos surfaced of a young girl being beaten on a school bus.
I mean, this boy is going at her, full throttle. They're talking about curfews and they're talking about metal detectors. I'll tell you what they need to talk about. Reversing raise the age. What they did across this country was raise the age of criminal responsibility, so you're not responsible until you're 18. Damn it, lower the age. Kids are smarter than they used to be. They're more violent than they used to be. And it's about time we showed some consequences. There's no consequences.
So there's Judge Jeanine's response to the situation. Incarcerate children as young as 9 years old. Now, I don't want to minimize what happens in the original video. It's incredibly disturbing, but prosecuting a preteen as an adult, potentially locking them away from the world for a lifetime, makes a sad situation so much sadder. By investing more in the school-to-prison pipeline, we're not only potentially hamstringing a generation of American children, but we are decimating the future of our country as a whole. Youth violence is erupting, make no mistake. As with many things on the right, they don't actually want to solve the root causes of the problem. They just want to brush them under the rug, or in this case, lock them away. The US is number 2 in the world for incarceration rates, just after China. We are in an unprecedented time of crisis when it comes to the mental health of young adults, and we need bipartisan action to bring more resources to our youth without falling into the disgusting belief that this is normal behavior.
ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. In Western Colorado, we call that a fun weekend. But DC bureaucrats have used this agency to infringe on the rights of the American people.
So that's Lauren Boebert on the House floor making a joke out of her constituents' penchant for dangerous substance use. And of course, I'm not saying drinking or smoking should be outlawed, but this is not leadership. Leaders need to be inspiring, bastions of morality that we can look up to, who we want to emulate. It's clear we aren't just in a crisis of mental health issues, but a crisis of leadership. And I think those two things are actually very closely related. Who are American kids looking up to? Of course, celebrities and now influencers who aren't exactly the best role models, but people like that have always been in the culture. But the difference is that politicians used to be considered leaders. But now we have leaders like Lauren Boebert, who is about as inspiring as a pile of trash. Suicide is now the second leading cause of death nationally for youth between the ages of 10 and 14. 10 years old. So not only do we need to massively revolutionize the way we tackle mental health issues and invest in pediatric care, but we need to be more inspiring leaders for our children, because this is not leadership. This is cowardice, and our dreams can be so much bigger and better than aspiring to be this. And we can do all of this without increasing our already alarming incarceration rates. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.